For adding and subtracting in standard form, the much easier way to do this is to convert your numbers from standard form into decimal numbers, then do your adding and subtracting, and then convert back into standard form. It's a much simpler process than any other way that you can do it. So in these examples, the first one we're going to look at is 5.35 times 10 to the power of 3. And we're going to add 8.21 times 10 to the power of 4. So the first thing we need to do is change 5.35 times 10 cubed into standard form. And to do that, we get 5,350. And we're going to add to that 82,100. And then whenever we add those, 0 and 0 is 0, 5 and 0 is 5, 3 and 1 is 4, 5 and 2 is 7, and then the 8. So in standard form, that's going to be 8.745 times 10 to the power of 4. For the next example, we're subtracting. So we're subtracting 7.16 times 10 to the 6 minus 6.84 times 10 to the 4. We'll change the 7.16 first of all, and we'll get 7,160,000. And we can just check that. So the decimal point should move 6 times. So here's the decimal point. It's been moved once, twice, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we're going to take away 6.84 times 10 to the power of 4. And that's going to be 68,400. Again, we can check the number of times the decimal place has been moved. It's here now, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we take away. So 0 take away 0 is 0. 0 take away 0 is 0. 0 take away 4 we can't do, so we'll go 1 up, 1 down. 10 take 4 is 6. 0 take 9 we can't do, so it's 1 up and 1 down. 10 take 9 is 1. 6 take 7 we can't do, so 1 up and 1 down. So we've got 16 take 7, which is 9. 1 take 1 is 0. 7 take nothing is 7. So it's 7.0916 times 10 to the power of 6. Example C. We've got 4.88 times 10 to the power of minus 5. We'll change that first of all. If it's a minus, it's going to be a decimal number. And because it's the 5, that means there's going to be 5 zeros in total. So it's going to be 0.0000. So we've 5 in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 488. And we're taking away... we're adding 0.00736. Add in a few more zeros just to make things look a little bit easier. And again, we've got a 3 in here, and we've got 3 zeros in total. Adding these, 8 and 0 is 8. 8 and 0 is 8. 4 and 6 is 10. 0 and carry a 1. We've got 4, 7, 0, 0, decimal point 0. So the answer is 7.4088 times 10 to the power of minus 3. For multiplying and dividing in standard form, the best way for us to do that is to look at the numbers first of all. So if we ignore the power of 10, in this example we've got 6.3 and times it by 2. So if we do that first of all, we get 12.6. Then if we do the indices, you've got 10 to the power of 4 times 10 to the power of 8. Our rules for multiplying is that we add the powers, so that 4 and 8 give you 12. And then we'd have 12.6 times 10 to the 12, but because this is in substandard form, because it's greater than 10, we need to express that in terms of standard form, and that's 1.26 times 10. Combining that with the 10 to the 12 gives you 10 to the 13. Similarly, when dividing, we do the numbers first of all. So 1.4 divided by 7 is a half, or 0.5. 10 to the minus 6 divided by 10 to the minus 4. Our rules for dividing is we take away, so it's minus 6, take away, minus 4. It's 2 minuses make a plus, so it's minus 6 plus 4, which is minus 2. So it's 0.5 times 10 to the minus 2, but again, this is substandard form because 0.5 is less than 1. That would turn into 5 times 10 to the minus 1, which combines to the minus 2 to get 10 to the minus 3. So in our examples then, in A, if we do 2.5 multiplied by 3, we get 7.5. If we do the powers next, we have 10 to the 8 multiplied by 10 to the minus 3. We add the two powers, so we'll add 8 and minus 3. That will become 8, take away 3, which is 5, and we get 10 to the power of 5. Combining those two parts, we get 7.5 times 10 to the power of 5. The 7.5 is less than 10 and bigger than 1, and we've got a whole number power of 10, so we've got an answer in standard form. Part B, we're dividing, so it's the same process. We'll do the numbers first, so 8.1 divided by 9, and that's going to give us 0.9. 10 to the power of 6 divided by 10 to the power of 5. Our rules for dividing, we take away the power, so it's going to be 6, take away 5, which is 10 to the power of 1. So our answer would be 0.9 times 10 to the power of 1. However, our 0.9 is less than 1, so we need to change that from substandard form to standard form, and that's going to go to 9 times 10 to the minus 1, and then multiplied by 10 to the 1. So this part is really just our 0.9. And then our rules for indices, we can combine the 10 to the minus 1 and 10 to the 1 to give 10 to the 0. So we've got 9 times 10 to the 0, or just 9. Example C, 5.6 divided by 8 is 0.7. 10 to the power of minus 4 divided by 10 to the power of minus 7 is equal to, well, what we're doing is we're dividing, so it's take away. We've got minus 4, take away, minus 7. The two minuses will give a plus, so it's minus 4 plus 7, which is 3, so it's 10 to the power of 3. Combining those, we have 0.7 then, times 10 to the 3. The 0.7 is in substandard form, so we'll express that as 7 times 10 to the minus 1, then multiplied by 10 cubed, which will give us 7 times 10. 10 to the power of 2, because the minus 1 and the 3, adding those together, you get 2.